Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Madison Charlton from MLC Tech. Now it seems Samsung Foundries feel like they're missing out a little bit with the launch of Intel's 28 architecture later this year, that being their 2nm process. But feeling a little left out of the 2nm club, have decided to rebrand their 3nm process as 2nm. So sit back and relax as we dive into the newly named SF2 process node from Samsung. And now, with increased competition on the horizon from the likes of Intel and TSMC, Samsung Foundries have reportedly decided to rebrand its second generation 3nm class fabrication technology, previously known as SF3. The upcoming process node has been renamed to SF2 to denote the 2nm class manufacturing process. Now, this news today comes from the Korean version of ZDNet, which claims that one of its sources was informed by Samsung Electronics of the changes to its process node earlier this year. According to the source, Samsung Electronics had signed a contract with Samsung Foundry for the second generation 3nm production last year. But this contract was subsequently changed to reflect the changes to the naming structure of these process nodes. Now, it is said that the renaming of this process node is part of Samsung's wider plans to simplify its process naming schemes. However, it's most likely coming from a more of a marketing and perception point of view, as it is likely to help Samsung battle out and compete with Intel Foundry later this year, in which their very own 2nm production node, dubbed Intel 28, is expected to arrive later this year. And now Samsung announced its process technology roadmap all the way back in 2022, listing a whole stack of process nodes to be rolled out all the way through 2027. Interestingly, according to this roadmap, Samsung Foundries targets the mass production of its actual 2nm process technology, that being dubbed SF2FP, by 2025, and 1.4nm being dubbed SF1.4 by 2027. With Samsung also planned to expand its fabrication and production capacity for the advanced nodes by more than 3 times by 2027. Things changed earlier this year when Samsung notified its customers about the changes to its roadmap and the renaming of its FS3 process to SF2. As of yet, there is no official word whether there are any actual real design changes to this new process node, despite the rebranding and renaming of this technology. And what this means for customers is that they are expected to get the exact same technology, that being the 3nm process node, but for some reason Samsung decided it'd be a good idea just to put the 2nm branding on it to try and convince customers that, oh look, we got smaller number 2, which means ours is better, right? And this isn't exactly new in the industry. We saw Intel take this same approach when they renamed their Intel 10 and Intel 7 processors, where Intel 10 was just 40nm in disguise and Intel 7 was also 10nm in disguise. Now, Samsung is expected to roll out its quote-unquote new SF2 process node in the later half of this year. And while we don't have full details of this process node and architecture, but what we do know is that SF2 uses gate-all-around G, otherwise known as GAA transistors, or multi-bridge field effect transistors, but it does not feature a backside power delivery network, unlike Intel's 28 process node. And now this technology is said to improve transistor performance, lower power consumption, increase logic transistor density, and eliminate interference between the data and power wires. And this technology could potentially give Intel 28 a significant advantage compared to its competitors. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions on this story in the comments down below. What do you make of Samsung trying to pull a fast one with its naming scheme to rebrand its 3nm process as if it was a 2nm process? Of course, this is all perception and marketing, and quite frankly, Samsung have only done this to try and make their process node seem more appealing, opposed to competitors such as TSMC and Intel 28. But do let me know what your personal thoughts and opinions are around this in the comments down below. Anyway, I have been Madison Charlton from MLC Tech. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you like this video in any way, shape or form, make sure to give this video a like and maybe subscribe for more content like this in the future. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope to see you in another one soon. Goodbye for now.